everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the 52nd celebration of the Big Lake Spud Fest. My name is Rayanne Danielowski. I'm Sherburne County Commissioner representing Big Lake District 2. Leading the parade this year is two local volunteers, Lindsay Patino and Clarissa Santos. I also have with me my partner, Teresa. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, welcome. My name is Teresa Smock-Potter. I am the principal at Liberty Elementary, Big Lakes Primary School, and I'm honored to be with Rayanne today.
All right, and we all hope that you enjoy the parade. So it looks like we have our first unit up.
The Big Lake American Legion honors our past and present veterans and soldiers. They help the community become a better place.
And you can see there that we have Lucy and Clarissa carrying the Big Lake Spud Fest opening banner. And we'd like to recognize, too, our Big Lake American Legion is made up of a lot of proud members that have served our country, and we can't thank them enough for their service and their involvement in our community. We also have the American Legion Auxiliary. This is Post 147.
Our POWMIAs will not be forgotten by this old Vietnam veteran. We will always remember our brothers and sisters of this war. Sergeant Stephen Pickla, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1967, 1968, and 1969.
All right, now we have up our Big Lake Police Department. Big Lake Police Department is a full-service law enforcement agency, and they are proud to serve the Big Lake community with 14 sworn officers, 2 office staff, and 4 reserve officers. They pride themselves on Big Lake destination as Minnesota's safest community. And I'd also like to recognize we have the Outstanding Citizen of the Year, our very own Chad Ziegler. He serves on the Big Lake Spud Fest board.
Next up, we have the Big Lake Fire Department. It's a proud sponsor of Big Lake Junior Ambassador candidate Madison Keeler. The Big Lake Fire Department was founded in 1909 and covers 75 square miles with 34 paid on-call firefighters. Seth Hansen is the fire chief and proudly serves the city of Big Lake, the township of Big Lake, and Orac Township. Thank you for your service.
And as you can see, our Big Lake Fire Department has a lot of equipment. We're lucky to have them serving the community, and hopefully you'll never need to see one of these rigs need to respond to an emergency for you. Looks like we have the Monticello Fire Department that is coming up behind the Big Lake Fire Department, and they've got their Ambassador Royalty riding the ladder truck. Thank you for coming across the bridge, Monticello, and joining us in our Big Lake Spud Fest Parade festivities. Now that the bridge is still open, July 8th, it's going to be a different story. It'll go down to one lane in each direction. And now we have Becker Fire Department. They've come down. They're another neighboring department. And we thank them for coming down to the Big Lake Spud Fest Parade. And Becker also is a partner along with Monticello. If there's any need to call for extra response, they're always there willing to answer that call. Thank you very much. And it looks like we got the Big Lake Fire and Rescue four-wheeler. Next up, we have our Grand Marshal, John Bruns. Want to introduce John. He is a graduate of Nicollet High School and Mankato State College, and he's also a former Big Lake teacher. He has previously coached in Big Lake and taught in Big Lake for about 46 years. Thank you, John. And he likes to watch and spend his time with his 6 grandkids.
What an awesome Grand Marshal. He is truly an inspiration to our community. Thank you, John. The Sherburne County Sheriff's Office is led by Sheriff Joel Brott, the Chief Law Enforcement Officer for the county. The Sheriff's Office provides law enforcement services in the 431 square miles of Sherburne County. Representing the Sheriff's Office today is Sheriff Joel Brott and Chief Deputy Steve Doran, along with many other members of their department. Various vehicles used by deputies while in the line of duty are included here today, along with the assistance of the Reserve and Mounted Patrol volunteers. Please remember to always plan for a sober drive, wear your seatbelt, don't speed, and drive attentively. Thank you for keeping our community safer, one choice at a time. Thank you for all your service.
And I can't agree with you more, Teresa. And it's always fun to see when they bring the mounted police with their horses out. These are people that volunteer their time to provide this service, and we very much appreciate it. And then we've got someone that's coming up to the back. His job is to clean up anything that needs to be cleaned up after these beautiful horses.
We are thankful for him as well.
Yes, we are. And so are the people that are following. All right, next up, we have the 2023-24 Big Lake Ambassadors. They are taking the last ride of their time for serving the community this year before coronation on the Big Lake Spud float. We have a great Spud float. It's famous around the area in different parades. Congratulations to the ambassadors, Allie Cross, Kaylee Osowski, Olivia Anderson, and Junior Ambassador Adeline Goswich and Little Miss Carly Dietz and Arlene Katzgor. Thank you, girls, so much for your service. and all you've done to contribute to Big Lake during your reign.
We do have the best ambassadors. Next up, your City of Big Lake staff and elected officials are here representing the various departments that make up City Hall and Public Works.
All right, now we have up Rocks on Trucks. Rocks on Trucks is proud to display one of their themed trucks. There is not one truck that is the same. Rock On is proudly known for their Operation Respect trucks in the military, police, and first responder themes. To learn more, check them out on Rocks on Trucks Facebook, and always remember to thank a veteran, law enforcement, firefighter, first responder, as they risk their lives every day to protect ours.
Next up is Bob's Towing and Recovery Inc., serving the Big Lake and surrounding areas for 15 years, providing excellent towing, recovery, and roadside services.
Thank you, Bob's Towing and Recovery. That's quite the fleet of trucks you have there. Nice looking rigs. And a nice looking car on the back of that flatbed. Looks like a Chevy Nova. You'll have to make sure he goes out to the Spud Fest car show tomorrow. And I'm trying to see, is this still a rig? I gotta wait till it gets closer. I'm not quite sure. Hang on. Yep, it's still a Bob's towing truck. This one's red. This one looks like it probably handles semi-trucks, because that's a big rig. Thank you, Bob's Towing, for servicing the Big Lake community and surrounding areas. All right, next up we have Michelle Holland with eXp Realty, sponsoring the Big Lake Junior Ambassador candidate, Ella Kane. Big Lake proudly sponsored by Michelle Holland, who is a licensed realtor in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Arizona. Whether you are buying, selling, or investing, Michelle Holland can help your dream of home ownership become a reality. And I wish good luck to Ella Kane. This afternoon is at the coronation, starting at 2:30.
Here we have Great River Federal Credit Union and Marvin the Moose, your local credit union where every story matters.
You see Marvin the Moose is in the golf cart there. I thought he'd be out there walking and waving.
He must have got tired.
He's dancing though. Great River Energy is one of the newer banks in the community. Thank you for investing in the Big Lake community. And here we have the Big Lake Community Ed Marching Band with students ranging from 6th to 12th grade. We'll step and listen to them play for us. Thank you,
are
Big
sounding
Lake.
good.
They're sounding really good.
Here comes current mayor of Big Lake, Paul Kinnear. This is Paul's 6th year on the city council and 4th year as a mayor. Paul says his favorite thing about being the mayor of our great city is the opportunity to serve and make a difference in the lives of his fellow Big Lakers. He's running for re-election this fall, and his motto is freedom, prosperity, integrity.
Oh, and they got a little fur baby. Look how cute. All right. That is so cute. All right. Looks like we have here the Big Lake Lions Junior Ambassador candidate, Amelia Volk. Proudly sponsored by the Big Lake Lions. And she's riding in a really nice slingshot. And Lion Scott Johnson is her driver. Good luck, Amelia.
The Minnesota Jets, a premier youth cheerleading association, is dedicated to empowering young athletes through the commitment to physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Founded and led by Coach Derek Nelson, the Jets are known for their unique spirit and strong core values. The Minnesota Jets provide a supportive environment where cheerleaders from Big Lake and throughout central Minnesota can develop their skills, build confidence, and foster lifelong friendships. As they proudly march in today's parade, the Minnesota Jets continue to inspire and uplift, embodying the true essence of teamwork and community.
And the Minnesota Jets are our main food tent. This year at the Big Lake Spud Fest, stop by and support the Minnesota Jets. Now we have up next, Just Say Yes Massage and Body Bar is having a relaxation and rejuvenation in Big Lake, owned by Jess, a certified massage therapist, body contour specialist, and former labor doula. So just stop by and see Just Say Yes for any of your needs in rejuvenation.
Andrea Eisenschenk is representing Big Lake this year as a candidate in the Minneapolis Aquatennial Ambassador Coronation. Good luck!
Good luck, Andrea. Nice looking red car, convertible. Those are hard to find. All right, next up, we have our Big Lake Youth Football Association providing a safe and fun football experience for the youth in our community. Thank you, Big Lake Youth Football Association. And they're tossing out a lot of candy. Now we have Riverwood Bank is happy to co-sponsor Big Lake Junior Ambassador candidate Liliana Varner. Good luck, Liliana. Nice old truck there. And now we have the Patriot News, is your newspaper for local news, sports, and events.
McPete Sports Bar and Lane sponsoring Big Lake Ambassador senior candidate Megan Phillips. Good luck.
And McPete's now just has new ownership. They just took over the end of June, and they're up and running. No changes, and everything is going good. Met the new owners, great people, live in the community, so looking forward to seeing McPete's continue on. All right, now we have Midwest Sled. They sell parts on eBay and Facebook from broken or blowing up ATVs, snowmobiles, and jet ski years ranging from 1990 to 2010. Reach out to Midwest Sled Parts.
Georgia is proudly sponsored by Dyna Realty, leaders in the real estate market for 24 years, wishing Georgia and the best at Spudfest this weekend. Let's join in the fun, Big Lake.
Good luck, Georgia. Looks like we got a lot of really, quite a few candidates going out this year. It's good to see. The Big Lake Ambassador program is just a really great program for our young women. They just teach such great leadership skills, poise, confidence. You see these young women, I always get choked up when I talk about it because you see them when they first come into the program and they get crowned, and from the whole year that they come out, they just volunteer all throughout the community. They represent the community of Big Lake so proudly and so well. And by the time they're done, it's like they're just so confident, and just it's such a good thing for them to have gone through. And it's a family event as well because all the families have to be involved. So I can't talk anymore about it because it does choke me up. It's such a good program. And it's nice to see that there's a lot of young women and young girls that want to be a part of it. And I was talking to a few young women because, of course, not everybody gets crowned, and they all work hard and try hard. But yet they have such a good program and such a great experience going through when they find their sponsors, when they get to do all the activities leading up to the coronation. And they just have such a good time. It's an experience that they just always treasure, and they don't have any regrets. So it looks like we have a bit of a lag. I'm sure that must be, there's judging of floats and such. So I'm sure that kind of slows some of the activities down. So we can probably chit-chat about all the different things that are happening. It's been a great weekend so far, weather-wise. Lots of activities planned. Last night we had the kickoff of the Guns versus Hoses softball tournament. And this year the fire department beat the Big Lake Police Department. And they just always have a real lot of fun. It's a friendly rivalry, and they just really have a good time kicking off the Big Lake softball tournament. So, and the Big Lake softball tournament is underway as we are here watching the parade.
This morning there was the Big Lake Spud Run, and that went fabulous. Lots of good runners out there working hard. It was fun to see so many of them out there cheering each other on.
Yeah, I heard that they had like over 100 entries, so that's good to see. And then you've always got those last minute ones that'll wait to see what the weather's doing, and they'll come out because she does take last minute entries. So yeah, lots of fun activities. All right, we got one coming. Big Lake Cub Scouts. Big Lake Cub Scouts, an opportunity for kids in grades kindergarten through 5th to explore new adventures, camping, rockets, race cars, and so much more. The Big Lake Cub Scouts. Looks like they got a whole float full of littles. And that is such a good way for young kids to experience the outdoors. There again, learn leadership skills and earn badges and everything else that goes along with it. This is Troop 93. And if you're interested, you can reach out to biglakepack93@gmail.com. Check it out. And we want to thank the adults that are there to help these kids with everything that they do. And they're throwing out candy as well. That's a long walk for a bunch of littles. Good job. And just to let you know, too, one of the things that's back this year, the Big Lake potato pancake breakfast is going to be tomorrow morning, and it's being put on by the Big Lake ambassadors. They have picked that up from the Lions, and they're excited to carry on that tradition. So don't miss out on the potato pancake breakfast tomorrow morning.
At Evolution Taekwondo, they are a community dedicated to serving you in every moment to live your best life. They strive to provide for the whole person, physical fitness, mental well-being, and an overall quality of life through the art of Taekwondo and Kumdo, creating a fellowship and working together as a team for the good of the community. They believe in teaching students good manners and a positive attitude. Thanks for joining us.
And it looks like they're doing some things as they're going. I just seen one of them doing a few cartwheels. You can see there's different belt colors. That goes along with the different levels of skills that you learn. And when you master a level, you get to move up to the next color to work on. So I'm not quite sure what the levels are, but we definitely have some young people with some multiple color belts. Thank you for being a part of the Big Lake community. Looks like they're doing some kickboxing along the way. Just showing some of the things that they teach. All right, next up, we have the Wave Youth Center. Wave Youth Center is a vital organization in the Big Lake community with mentoring, good neighbor initiatives, and crucial mental health programs for the middle and high schoolers. They're leading the way, but it's their dedication to creating a space where every student feels cherished and accepted that truly sets them apart. Thank you, Big Lake Wave, for all you do for our young people.
They are just a tremendous help, so it's so fun to see them in all of their volunteering opportunities.
Yep. And they are basically everything that they provide. They are looking for donations because they are a donation-based organization and they do such awesome things. Thank you.
In their revival year, please enjoy the Becker Marching Bulldogs rendition of Smoke on the Water.
They're getting ready. They're gearing up. It's so good to see all these marching bands coming back. Now we have the Cokato royalty. Princesses Hannah and Lauren are representing the Cokato Corn Carnival, which will be August 12th through the 14th in Cokato, Minnesota. Come for the parade, the carnival rides, food, coronation, and free corn on the cob. Well, thank you, Cokato. Free corn on the cob. That's cool.
Big Lake Coburns with the big shopping cart along with Herberts and Gerberts. That is a great big shopping cart.
I don't think I'd want to. Can't imagine what it would cost to fill a cart that size, huh? And what size family you'd have to feed. But that is pretty cool. And Big Lake Coburns they've got their little fur babies out marching as well. think there's some horsepower under that shopping cart. All right, next up we have the Maple Grove Ambassadors. Welcome Maple Grove Ambassador Aspen. She is thrilled to be back in Big Lake as she is a former Big Lake ambassador as well. She wants to wish luck to the new ambassador candidates and is looking forward to the coronation later today. Thank you, Maple Grove Ambassador Aspen.
Next up, Big Lake Baseball, reaching and developing the youth through teamwork, sportsmanship, rules of the game, and character building lessons that reach beyond the baseball field and into our community. Hashtag Hornet Pride. Go Hornets.
I like their pitching. I think you hit the ball into that, right? So
Yes,
it doesn't
yep.
go too far. That's a cute float. All right, next up, looks like we have Ace Solid Waste. Carts on Parade is an Ace Solid Waste community outreach program that promotes environmental awareness and recycling by engaging the local community groups in a cart decorating contest and cart brigades. A cash donation is made to the group for their efforts. The performing group today is the Champlain Park Wrestling Team. In addition, ACE sponsored a cart decorating contest at the Anoka County Fair. In this program, local community groups decorate an ACE cart with environmental and recycling themes. And as a business that has been servicing the local area since 1955, they hope that these programs improve our community and support organizations that are important to all of us. Those are definitely some nice looking carts, very creative. And it is so important to start to teach the recycling of our waste products. Not everything can go into a landfill. So if it can be recycled or repurposed, that's what we're striving to do. And it looks like we've got a small gap again. As you can see, we got a lot of great spectators, lots of little kids with their bags waiting to pick up all of the goodies that are tossed their way on a beautiful day. Just a nice breeze, overcast, so there's not a lot of sun to heat everybody up. So it's just a beautiful day. We've been very fortunate for this year's Spud Fest with the weather. We had the fireworks last night. There was some concern with the forecast about a week ago that was predicting some rain, but we were fortunate. It rained early in the morning, cleared off, and we were able to have the fireworks. So it was a great show. We want to thank Northern Lighters Pyrotechnics. They're the ones that put the show on for us every year. They're a group, it's a nonprofit group of volunteers, and they just like to come together and blow stuff up. And they do a great job at it. It's always very, very, very nice, very loud, and very, very colorful. So we thank them.
The whole community loved it.
Yep. I think the one part that is always interesting is the day of, every hour on the hour, they'll light off or they'll set off a boom, and it's meant to gauge what the wind is doing. And no matter if you know it's coming, it still makes you jump because you're not expecting it. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, they're testing the wind and stuff for the fireworks.
Next up, the Big Lake Youth Wrestling Association is an all-volunteer, nonprofit youth wrestling organization dedicated to introducing local pre-K through 6th grade students to the sport of wrestling. The program focuses on building self-discipline, sportsmanship, self-confidence, and physical fitness. Look at all those wrestlers.
Yep. They're tossing out lots of candy. They got good arms. Now it looks like we have New Creations Child Care and Learning Center. For over a decade, New Creations has provided fun, high-quality, educational, and affordable child care to thousands of families in Minnesota, now enrolling and hiring at our 16 metro locations. Thank you, New Creations Child Care and Learning Center, for taking such good care of littles while their mommies and daddies work. It's always comforting to know that your littles are in good hands. The wagons and strollers just have got to be, they've totally evolved since my day.
They sure look fancy.
They do.
Next up, we have Big Lake Gymnastics. The Big Lake Gymnastics 2023 state champions.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Way to go, Big Lake. Go Hornets. Oh, and look at, they're starting them young too. You got to develop them up. I don't know if I'd want to be doing cartwheels down the middle of the street, but how cool to be able to say, I did cartwheels down the middle of the street along Eagle Lake Road and Minnesota Avenue. Oh my gosh, and flips. The coaches are telling them what to do and they're just flipping it out. Way to go, Big Lake. Good job. Oh, so cool. Thank you for the good performance. All right, next up we have Sherburne State Bank is bubbling over with banking excellence as a leading local bank in the surrounding communities since 1920. Sherburne State Bank is an official sponsor for the Big Lake Spud Fest 2024. And thank you for your sponsorship. That is so helpful. It offsets costs. We cannot appreciate the community's involvement, and when we do have our business community that provides those sponsorships for us, it's very much appreciated, because everything that is raised off of Spudfest goes back into the Big Lake School community. So we do it for the kids.
Montrose Ambassadors invite you to celebrate Montrose the third weekend of August.
And I think it looks like along the side, they've got their Montrose royalty, Junior Ambassador Lillian Walters, sorry about that, and Junior Ambassador Jalen Vale, Junior Ambassador Mackenzie Olstead, and Royal Ambassador McKenna Schrupp and Josie Halderson. Thank you, Montrose, for making the trip out to see us. Very much appreciated. And have fun. I'm sure you're going to be heading over to the Big Lake Royalty Program after the parade is over. Enjoy I think they're doing a potato bar. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep. And the potatoes were donated and baked by Willie's on the Water. So the girls were really excited to get that, because that's a lot of work trying to bake up a bunch of potatoes when you don't have a commercial kitchen. So thank you to Willie's on the Water for doing that for our Big Lake Ambassador program. It takes a village, everybody. It takes a community. working together to make a community great. And we are so fortunate to live in a great community of Big Lake. And our awesome school district as well, because that is the heart of any community, in my opinion. All right. Not quite sure. All right, we have Tempo Dance Studio. Tempo Dance has moved to their new, beautiful location in Big Lake. They offer classes for both competition and recreational dancers age 3 to adult. They offer tap, jazz, lyrical, hip-hop, ballet, and many other classes. So join the Tempo Dance family today. My granddaughter danced with Tempo for quite a few years. They do a great job. They got a lot of girls out too.
They sure do.
They're going to put a performance on for us. That is awesome. Good job, girls. I love their teal and black pom-poms too. And they've got them all ages. So how's Spud Fest been going for you this year, Teresa?
I have loved it. We started Thursday night with our family night, and we did a bike rodeo and a little kid bike parade with the ambassadors, and it was awesome. They finished off in our Hornet Tunnel, which was super fun. And then we had ECFE in the park, kind of a in the tent at Spud Fest, kind of kicking off.
Cool.
And then we had a magician that was there. It was a great family night. Next up, we have the Big Lake Youth Basketball Association. Is an independent nonprofit organization that is not part of the Big Lake School District programs. They are a community group of volunteers interested in the promotion of basketball in the Big Lake attendance area and the development of a competitive, basketball program. Participation focuses on camaraderie, sportsmanship, and intense instruction of basketball fundamentals and having fun while traveling to other communities. Thanks for all your work.
And now it looks like we have the Floaters Recreational Rentals. Floaters Recreational Rentals is located right in the parking lot of the Big Lake Beach, offering kayaks, paddle boards, and tandem bicycle rentals at an affordable cost. Novice and expert, everyone leaves with a great experience.
I love that addition to our beach.
Yep. Yes, it's become more popular.
The Albertville Royalty Program brings you today their Friendly City on Wheels, their award-winning parade float which spreads the friendly spirit and neighborly joy of their community and festival. Join them for Friendly City Days next year in the second weekend of June.
They always have such a cute float. All right, now we have Sparkling Homes Cleaning is here to make your life easier, offering weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or one-time cleans. They are here to give you your time back and make your home sparkle. Book online today at sparklinghomescleaning.com. When we were talking about the family night on Thursday, it's so great to see that grow from when we partnered with community education and what they brought to the event, and more families are coming out to participate, and it's just getting busier. It's so good to see.
There was some awesome face painting happening. There was book bingo, and all the kids left with a free book. You just gotta love that.
Yep, yep. And it's so cute too because they do that bike rodeo. So you bring your littles, you bring their bikes, and you get to the library, the Big Lake parking lot where the Big Lake PD is, and the Big Lake Library, and they have everything there for your littles to decorate their bikes up, and then they do a bike rodeo where they cross Minnesota Avenue, and they've got the police department there to make sure there's traffic stops so they can make it across to Independence Elementary's parking lot, and they just bike their way down to the main fairgrounds to have fun with all the other activities that are waiting for them. So that is really cool.
Centricare donated a ton of bike helmets, and they were awesome ones at that, and so many families went home with some free bike helmets to help them keep safe. That was super cool as well.
Yeah. No, I just think it's just getting bigger and better, so that's always good to see.
There was also a pickleball tournament, which was a huge success. We had a waiting list, so many people wanted to join us.
That was your baby. You were in charge of that one, so it's good to see where you've taken it to since last year as well.
Tanner Krutzik and my husband helped out, and they led an awesome tournament.
That was super cool. Yep. And that was played on the Big Lake tennis courts. I suppose it's just a matter of having a lower net and then just the pickleball paddles that you use in the ball.
Yep, and different lines. So we only could use the ones that had the lines.
Okay, so there are pickleball lines that are on the court as well.
Yep.
Cool. Yep. No, that is awesome to see those kinds of activities happening in the community. And I think, what'd you say, you had a waiting list and how many signed up?
I think 32 different people signed up to be part of that. So 32 different people come in to check out our Big Lake community is pretty awesome.
Yep, I agree. There again, another thing that grew from last year and probably will grow again for next year. So yeah, because I think you started at 2 to 8?
Yeah, I believe so.
Very cool. Yep. So yeah, now we have another bit of a gap in the lineup, which happens, especially when people have things that they're performing along the way. So people have a chance to kind of walk around and mingle. And I'm trying to think what else is happening today after we have the Big Lake Marketplace. There's a lot of vendors over there that are selling different products and stuff. So be sure to come out and check out the Big Lake vendors with what they're having to offer. And I know the carnival will be opening up. Bingo will be opening up. A lot of fun stuff to do.
The party wagon starting at 1.
They do a good job too. And then I think tonight it's 2 Mile Final is the band. Mm-hmm. So come out and check that out. That's always a fun time.
Women of Today Kids Fun Tent starts at 1 and goes till 6.
Oh, that's a good time. The Women of Today do a great job on that. So yeah, and come out and play bingo. We got a lot of awesome prizes this year that were donated by different businesses in the community. A lot of fun stuff. And like I said, Spud Fest does not happen without a lot of our great volunteers and, like I said, the businesses that provide sponsorship as well. But without the community support and volunteering, we would not be able to put this event on. So we are very grateful and thankful for everybody that does come out to help make this a success. And of course, a lot of kids that like to come out and also do the carnival rides.
Next up, we have St. Michael Albertville Marching Band. Thanks for coming out to Big Lake.
Like I said before, too, it's so good to see these marching bands making a comeback. There for the longest time, there weren't a lot of them. A lot of schools weren't doing marching bands. It's a big commitment to do that. You got to have directors and helpers that are willing to put so much into it, because you spend weekends going to parades and showing what you have been working on. So yes, thank you, St. Michael Albertville, for coming on over to the Big Lake Spud Fest Parade to entertain us. You're doing a great job. They're having a lot of fun. And the crowd is cheering. They enjoyed the performance as well. Great job, St. Michael Albertville. Very impressive. Way to go. It looks like they've got their St. Michael Albertville Knights activity bus following behind them. And probably the trailer that keeps all the equipment. And Don's bus service from Albertville. That must be the St. Michael Albertville bus service that also helps transport all these youngsters to their events. They did a fantastic job. Next up, we have the 2024 Foley Royalty were just crowned on Saturday, June 15th. They have enjoyed the 2024 Foley Fun Days Festival and would like to invite you to next year's Foley Fun Days, the third week in June. Congratulations, ladies, and have fun over the next year representing your community of Foley. And thank you for coming. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy your afternoon at the coronation. Looks like we have DJs.
DJ's Home Services is a locally owned and operated HVAC, plumbing, and fireplace shop. DJ's is dedicated to comfort and committed to community. DJ appreciates each of their loyal customers. Thanks for joining us, DJ.
Looks like they got quite a few trucks with them. They can come out and take care of all your service needs. Young man in the back of the van there, dragging his feet. I wonder how much of his shoes going to be left by the time he's done with this parade. I would think not much. Thank you, DJs, for being a good business in the Big Lake community. And they still have candy left. That's pretty good. That's always the thing for people, is trying to figure out how much candy do I need. And it's like, well, how big is your hands to throw? That's always a hard one to answer to someone. We're a little out of script. So next up, Target Sports in Minnesota. Target Sports in Minnesota is an indoor gun range, training center, and retail store located in Rogers. Check out their multi-state permit to carry classes and basic handgun classes and more. And I'll take the next one too. That'll get us back on track. We have Center Care is here for your whole life, to listen, then serve, to guide and heal, because health means everything. Center Care, Monticello, Big Lake, and Becker is providing comprehensive care right in your community. Thank you, Center Care, for servicing our health needs.
Stars Dance Studio is celebrating 28 years of dancing in the community. Stars offers classes year-round in a variety of styles for kids to adults. Check out the classes on their website, www.beckerstars.com.
Ooh, they're tapping on the trailer. They got a tap routine going. That's always cool to see. All right, next up, we have our Spudnik 6709 Big Lake Robotics team. Spudnik has been a team since 2017. They learn what their competition will be, and then they are challenged to build a robot in 6 weeks that can play that year's game. They also do community outreach events during the off-season to spread the word about the importance of STEM in the robotics program. And Big Lake Spud Fest is proud to be a sponsor, hence why they call themselves the Spudniks. The Hive Cheerleading Program. Cheerleading Association accepts ages 6 through 18 years. They are a 2-time state champion team. Thank you, Hive. There again, a lot of these teams and stuff rely on generous donations from the community to be able to do what they do for the young people. So that's really cool to see. And the amount of adults that step up to help with that process, because without the adults helping, a lot of things wouldn't happen for our young people. So thank you to all those people willing to do that. Looks like we have another lull in the activity. How are things going at Liberty?
Liberty is going great. It is a true joy to be there. We have early childhood through second grade at Liberty, so we have a lot of joy juice, a lot of
Awesome.
energy, lots of fun learning.
I know a lot of people think that, oh, everybody's off for the summer. Well, no, the schools still have lots of activities that are going on. Community education has a lot of things that keep everybody busy through the summer. So, yeah, so the schools do not shut down in the summertime. All right. It looks like, is it that the hive competition in cheerleading? So I got ahead of myself.
You were
Sorry
so
about
excited.
that. I was. Looks like we have the hive competition and cheerleading coming up, and I just basically said everything about them, about 6 to 18 years, and they are the 2-time state champion.
Is that a beekeeper costume? I'm loving that.
I think so. Yeah, they definitely go with the Big Lake hive theme. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about the hive theme, Teresa.
Well,
It's
I'm a
kind-
big believer in Hornet Pride, so I love when we have Buzz, our mascot, at anything or anything hive.
Yep. No, I think that's too. There's a lot of things that get taught to our littles about being a part of a community, what it is, what you foster in being that member of a community and stuff. And so they start to learn young that you matter and make a difference.
Absolutely.
And when Teresa mentioned Hornet Pride, that is very much a word that is used a lot. Having pride in yourself, pride in your community, pride in your school. They must be doing a lot of cheering as they're going down the route. I love that float.
Oh my, did you see that flip there?
Yeah. I want to know who blew up all the balloons.
Yes.
Of course, they do have those. Yep, they are doing a lot of performing